Okay, we're ready for side B of your test, 315 test, or I'm sorry, 115 test. So on this back side, remember, you're going to underline things that I underline, so when you go back and do the test, you can find the key words. Also, if you want to pause after each problem and just do the test with me or side B of the test with me, you can certainly do it that way too. So fill in the missing numbers. Now you have to consider when you're doing this how to remember how to work backwards in an addition problem or a multiplication problem. So if we know the answer, we can use the opposite of addition to figure out what part of the problem is, right? We can use subtraction to figure out what these missing pieces are. Let's see, the rest of it is all multiplication. So just find the answers on those three. On these three, there's a piece of the multiplication problem missing. And so you can do it one of two ways. You can, remember, you can always use your math journal on a test. You can figure it out by figuring out what 4 times something, what that something is equal to 32. And same here. Or you can use division, because that's the opposite of multiplication, right? And you can do 32 divided by 4 and figure it out that way. So that's those bottom three. Number 9, Jean was born in 1948 and Beth was born in 1984. How old would Jean and Beth be on their birthdays this year? So first you're figuring out for Jean and figuring out for Beth. And remember how to do that to find the difference between their birth year and our year today. So figure out for Jean, figure out for Beth. Pretend you're a teacher, circle the mistakes, write the correct answers next to the examples with the wrong answers. So first we find the mistakes, then we write the correct answers in. This says, use the correct comparison symbol. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure out each side. Then you're going to have to figure out if they put the right symbol. So make sure you do both of those steps before you figure out the symbol there. Order of operations, we've talked about this a little bit. We do anything else before the subtraction and addition. And I'm not really sure why they gave you, not sure why they gave you a problem that needed order of operations when we haven't talked about it too much yet. But I will show you this. Order of operations is on page 38. I think I got it added to your journals before I sent them home, but it was kind of a last minute thing I realized I didn't have in there. Page 38. You should have something like, it's called PEMDAS, okay? And PEMDAS is the order that we do a problem like this that has a couple different operations in there, has multiplication and addition. This is the order we do it in. So first we do what's in parentheses, then the exponents, haven't really gotten to that yet, then we multiply, then we divide, then we add, then we subtract. So you have to know these things right here. Multiply, divide, add, subtract, that's what PEMDAS stands for. So first you do multiply and divide, then you do add and subtract. That's what you need to know for this test. So on these, you're going to divide first before you subtract. You're going to multiply first before you add. Those were the two main things that we haven't gone over very much before this test. So circle those so you remember to do them first. You know how to find square roots. Write the numbers in expanded form. So remember, expanded form is taking, like in the number 340, what is the 3 worth, plus what is the 4 worth, plus what is the 0 worth. So breaking it up into the different place values for each number. So on this one, we figure out what's the 1 worth, what's the 2 worth, what's the 8 worth, and what's the 0 worth, and put them into an addition problem, okay? And also, if there's a 0 in there, you don't necessarily have to do plus 0 because it doesn't really add anything to it. If you do it, it's still not wrong. But you can see they left out the zeros on these, so that's fine. You don't have to make that as a correction. Label the compass. Figure out if they have the correct labels on your compass. Remember those little rhymes that we've talked about? Never eat shredded wheat, or never eat soggy waffles, or there was one more about, never eat soggy worms, I think some kids use. See if that's in the right order, then find the perimeter of the rectangle. Let's see, you have to check the labels on this one, expanded form on this one. Perimeter, remember there's a perimeter page in your book if you need it, but you've probably studied it enough now that you might not. Perimeter is a fence around the yard. See if this is correct. Okay, that is everything. I think you're going to do a very good job. If you need any help reading, email me or pop into a Zoom and we'll take care of it.